Your videos. So we are live, yes.
Okay.
On YouTube we are. So how are you doing?
Good. I'm happy we managed all the technical issues.
So Daud
And now we're online.
is here already, and he's saying afternoon and good evening to you.
Hey, good evening. Hey.
Okay, let me just now we go to Insta. So YouTube is our friends only. They can watch us, see
Okay,
going
perfect.
live on Insta and getting confused. We do not have to pretend in front of my YouTube friends. They
No,
know
no, no, no.
they know me all. We do
Yeah,
this all the
that's
time.
good. That's good.
Yeah,
All your friends.
yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so now I go live with, let me just, so live with, can I link your,
Yeah, you can add me, I think. Oh, did you add me?
I'm giving the title now.
Okay.
With Jobassa done. And now, okay. Now they're saying dynamic duo in the house, whoop whoop. Okay, I am live on Insta. So now
Okay.
I send
You,
you,
you have to invite me.
invite to
Yes, I got
join.
some. Oh, what did
Jobassa.
I do?
I sent you the invite.
Yeah, and I didn't
Famous.
get it. I didn't get it.
I
I'm
just
so sorry. Oh, wait. Let me try it once again. Yes, I see you.
okay. So now you are here also. Let me just change the view a little so that my face is there. Okay, so this is for the first time.
Perfect. It works.
Okay,
Come on. Good.
yeah. Let me just turn down the
Yeah.
volume.
Yeah, I did the same.
And I don't even know where to turn down the volume on iPhone.
I think on the
Yes, I
on
I
the
I did now. I did now. I did now.
you
Because this
found
is
it?
me. Yeah, this is first time me using iPhone. I am an
Yeah.
Android user. So yeah. So this should be a surprise for my Insta followers. I don't do that on Insta generally. In fact, I never did it on Insta. Let me just think. Yeah, maybe never. Maybe sometimes for fun,
I'm
just
really first time for you.
yeah. And thanks to you because you motivated me to do this on Insta. Otherwise, I'm on YouTube all the time, and we have managed to develop a group of friends who are musicians and wannabe musicians. So we hang out on YouTube live, uh, you know uh, every other day.
Yeah,
So
very nice. I'm
thanks to
really
you, I'm
sad
on Insta
I
also.
can't. Yeah, I can't see the comments on YouTube. So, guys, who's watching? The crazy thing that we're doing is we're live on two platforms at the same time, which is pretty crazy. But I hope we can make this work somehow. So we're on YouTube. Maybe I can send a link on the story. But yeah, we're on YouTube and on Instagram Live at the same time, and we see how it goes.
And you have a first request. Oh, okay. So Framus is asking whether should I introduce you or you're gonna introduce yourself. So okay,
Oh my God, I
let
can.
me introduce you. Jobassa is a singer, songwriter, a producer, a performer, and an instrumentalist. She I think she knows everything about music. Am I wrong in saying that, Jubasa?
I don't know if it's everything. Yeah, because you're always learning, right? But yeah, it's right. I'm a self-producing artist from Germany, and yeah, I'm currently working on my new album, which will probably be called "Songs of a Never Closed Cage," and I will be telling stories about self empowerment, personal growth. Yeah, my story, why I became an artist, or yeah, how it is to be a woman in the music industry. And topics like that. Yeah. And yeah, and my crowdfunding is up and running right now. So it's yeah, it's up and running for about 4 weeks now, and to be precise, it will be running the next 13 days. But I think we can talk about that a little later.
Or you want, we can start with that. Otherwise, we can start with, how did you start your journey, and then we can come to crowdfunding.
Yeah, yeah, of course. So yeah, I mean, music was always a big part in my life. I mean, I
Did you
always say
study?
that
Did you study music, or
I did study.
okay, in
Yeah,
our region we are all hobbyist. We start, there is no real concept of studying music. Like there are people,
yeah,
there are some institutes, but generally people are, just, hobby converting into a profession. In your
yeah,
case, you did study from, tell me, uh, from the start. Where did you, start?
yeah, yeah. Oh my God! So the start
Yeah,
was
yeah.
actually I always say my first instrument was actually dancing. It's yeah, it's a different kind of instrument, but it makes you move, and that was my first yeah touch with music when I was 6 years old. And I had an uncle that is a music producer, and that was how I was standing for my first time in my life in a real studio when I was 11. And I don't know, since that moment, since being this 11-year-old little girl, I really wanted to sing. And yeah, I don't know, that was like a feeling, a decision that I made back then. And yeah, and I'm still a singer, a musician, producer, and I love it. Yeah, so that was my story as a girl, and as a
And
young woman, I
you
also
loved it so much that you then studied it. What
yeah
did you
yeah
study? Like it was some kind of specialization, or generally in, music, or you were, you know were instruments initially, and then, producing. What was that?
yeah. So producing for me was
Famous can recall you from our song, and he's saying that you look different now. You've
yeah, I look
changed.
different now.
Yeah.
I changed.
I think
Yeah,
that
it's
was the hairstyle. You did the hairstyle for the song, remember?
yeah, yeah. I
The
remember.
curly
I
hairs,
remember.
yeah.
Your hair stayed the same. My hair is now different. Yeah, yeah. That's a funny thing I do every few months, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, the same person still the same musician. Yeah, so I studied music, pop music in the Netherlands. So I moved from Germany to the Netherlands, and I had a great time there. I was studying 4 years pop vocals, and then I did 3 years of performance. Means yeah, it was a combination of vocals and performance. And of course, I had instruments. They also taught us how to play the piano better, how to play the guitar better. Yeah, stuff like that, and music
You studied
theory.
about vocal production for 4 years.
Yeah, yeah,
That's why,
yeah,
when you sent me, those, your vocal stems. I remember there were a lot of them, and you sang it in very, different styles and octaves, the air vocal and, the bass vocals and all. And that was probably, I was not into vocal layering at that time. I was, the guy, who liked it in the center, only one vocal, and then the
yeah. I
music around it.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
remember that.
so I was like
Yeah,
very impressed. Okay, she can sing like this also. And, so you studied it for 4 years. No,
thank
no
you.
wonder.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Thanks for the
Yeah,
compliment. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, it was a cool collab. So for those who don't know, me and Bilal, we were working on a song together. I think you discovered a track on YouTube. It was called "Just Might Like It."
yeah,
I sang it. It was a completely English version with Kano Hat. It was a feature. And then I don't know, you called me or you sent me an email. I don't remember exactly, but you said like, "Hey, what do you think if I would sing on that track? Would you like
yeah,
that?"
yeah,
And I thought like it sounds really interesting because I've never done that before. Yeah, we just did it, and I mean, you're musically very cool. What you're doing. I mean, you have now a mixing mastering studio in Pakistan that you've just started. So congratulations. And yeah, and I think it's a really cool track. I think you can find it on YouTube.
yeah,
I'm not sure you can find it on Instagram as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But I honestly I don't even remember when it was. It's a while ago. I think was
I
it
think
two,
this
3 years maybe?
I think it's 4 years.
Is it
Yeah,
4 years already?
4 years
Yeah,
now for the song and 3 years for the video, because it took us some time to go to the video part. Remember?
I remember. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah. We shot a music video. I shot it
yeah,
here. You
yeah.
shot it at your place, and I
This
was
is
a bit jealous.
actually this is the same background. Uh,
Uh-huh.
this is the same background that we use in the video, right?
Exactly. I think you
Yeah,
you were filming in your studio.
yeah.
I was filming, yeah, in my studio, in my home studio here.
So
Yeah, but it's
famous.
a cool
We have a
track. Yeah.
compliment. We have a compliment. Compliment first. Conversations later. So we have a
Yeah.
compliment for you. Even when she is just speaking casually, her voice sounds incredibly beautiful.
Oh my God. Thank you. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not gonna speak anymore. Thanks. So sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah. Um,
Okay. So what instruments can you play? Because on Insta reels you are all the time doing, sometimes bass, sometimes keys, sometimes everything. I've seen you playing everything, guitars.
yeah, and I can tell everyone that if everyone wants to play every instrument, it's possible. Because sometimes, I don't know if you're seeing this, I have a cello over there. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
You see my cello? Oh yeah, guys, on YouTube it's over there. I don't know if you
uh,
can see it.
YouTube guys
So I
can see the cellos.
You can see
Insta
it.
guy,
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't learn how to play it, and I didn't learn it professionally. But I think sometimes it's really interesting not to know how to play an instrument and just be creative with it. Just yeah, to make it sound, to get a sound out of it, and then work with that. And I think that's also a very interesting way of playing an instrument, not knowing how to actually play it.
But I have a problem. If you think that all the people can learn it, I
Yeah.
don't think so. I can. I tried a lot. Let me just switch it off. Okay, so I tried a lot. Since I'm a left-hander, most of the instruments are made for right-handers.
Hmm.
So, and then there is some confusion. I tried a lot of instruments, but I could not even get at the beginner stage for playing
Hmm.
instruments. So that is why I was forced into this mixing and mastering stuff, because I was not never able
Oh,
to
that
play
sounds
any.
so sad,
Yeah.
but it's amazing. Oh my God. Um,
So yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I think it depends on what you really want. I mean, I can accompany myself with instruments. Yeah, that's what I do live sometimes. If a song is based on the bass or on the guitar or on the keys, then I play that instrument just because I want to. But yeah, I don't know if you want to be Beethoven or Mozart or someone very famous, then it's your decision to even practice more and to play more. I think it really depends on what you need in your life. Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy that I can play the piano also for producing. It makes things really easy. Also, yeah, playing the drums. I mean, you can play everything on the keys, of course, if you're producing. I mean, the musicians out there know that, and yeah. But it's also cool to know how to play a few acoustic instruments. Of course, it helps a lot, definitely.
Okay, I have a one question. Then we, go to the next thing we decided.
Sure,
Uh,
sure.
uh, is dancing and performing different things, or you dance and then you have to practice? I don't know. Uh, because I have seen your videos. You perform really well. It feels like this is another job that you have to do. It's way beyond singing, way beyond singing.
Yeah, I think honestly that being an artist, I think, yeah, performing, yeah, is a kind of yeah, movement. Sometimes it, yeah, it scratches some dancing parts, of course, also depending on the music you're making, right? If you're a singer-songwriter playing your guitar and you have to sit or you just have to stand because you have to play, then you can't dance, of course. But if you have
But
music that moves
your
you,
dance is beyond dance, actually. It's a performance. That's why saying the word performance, because it felt like you are almost an actress. You can work in dramas also.
oh my God, no, I'm not an
Yeah, you
actress.
are a
I
movie
would be a
star.
really
You're a
bad,
movie
yeah,
star.
I would be a really bad actress, to be honest. I don't think I could do that. So I'm really happy I just have to perform on stage. That, yeah, that's maybe better. Yeah. That's
Okay.
sweet. Maybe someday, but not
Maybe
now.
you
Yeah.
should definitely do that. Okay, so Framis is asking, is it your home studio? Whatever the background is asking,
Yeah.
is it your?
Yeah, it
Okay,
is. It is.
so you
It's
you
my,
you produce all the things here only, right?
yeah, I do. I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, if I'm doing live drums, live recordings, we go to another studio. The drummer I'm working with, he has his own space where we can be loud as long as we want and as loud as we want. So that's a better choice to go there because here is not enough space for a drum recording. But yeah, mostly the magic happens here.
Great, great. Okay, so when is your next album coming? Now you know the question.
Oh, it will take a while. It will be March next year. That's the plan. Yeah, because right now I'm in the songwriting process. Means in yeah, May, June, July, August, I will be finishing the tracks. Then there will be the post production, most probably in September, and hopefully in October I can drop the first single. That's the plan. That's
Yeah, for
the
creative
planning. I
works,
hope
can you
so.
put yourself on timeline? You have to complete for like 10 songs in 3 months time. Can you put yourself on timeline?
Yeah, I think so. So the plan was that I'm gonna finish about 3 songs because I will be away 2 weeks in July. So I can't work too much on the music, but I will finish 3 songs in July, then 5 in August, and probably two in September.
But sometimes my question is, sometimes the motivation doesn't come. You can sit trying to make a song, but then you don't feel like, or you do
Yeah.
not connect with the song. Do you go through that process also, or you are like so professional, you sit, you make song, that's it?
Yeah, actually, yes. Yes, I have
Oh,
to. Sometimes you don't have time to think about if you're in the mood or you're not. Yeah, you try to get yourself in the mood mostly
okay, so
because you want to
this is a
finish it.
difference. This is a difference between a noob and a professional, that you can force yourself to make a song and I cannot.
Yeah. Oh, I think yes, you can. I'm sure you can. You can do that too. I think you don't have to force me because I don't know. I love doing it. It's like the thing I'm really looking forward because as an independent DIY artist, I'm doing so much stuff that sometimes doesn't have to do anything with music, like, I don't know, like booking, like the homepage, like, yeah, okay, social media is kind of showing your music, but still it's, editing work and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to the writing part and to the singing, to the creating, and I honestly I can't wait. So you don't have to force me at all, I think.
Okay. So Daud is asking, do you use SM7B for vocal recordings or do you use a different mic?
I use a different mic. It's standing over there. It's a Brauner, is it called? But it's a black microphone. Yeah,
Browner.
and yeah, and
Okay.
I don't know. I've
It's a
tested a
tube mic.
few. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Daud sab, here we go. Daud is in UK, so maybe he'll ask for the exact. And he's also a very good,
Yeah.
composer and singer. And nowadays he's actually searching for a mic, so maybe he'll
Okay.
ask
Okay.
for the exact,
Yeah, I
model
know
of
that most people say a Neumann is the best microphone. And I tested it for my voice, and it kind of didn't work out. So I was choosing for that one. So yeah, everyone has a different voice and has a different sound. Yeah.
good. So uh
Do you see the comments on Instagram? Because I'm not
now
sure.
we have Bia. They're saying hi Bilal. Hi
Oh,
Bia.
hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Bia is from, I think, your follower. I don't, or maybe my follower. I'm sorry. If she's my follower, she's
I
gone
think
now.
yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's like, he doesn't know
Now
that
you
I'm
scared
following
her
him.
off. Why are you doing that? Oh,
Okay. So Deepika is here. She was saying hello to you.
yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Oh, uh, she's my elder sister actually.
Is she your what?
Bia is my elder sister.
Oh, yeah. You see? Found her.
I'm gone.
You remember. Oh God.
This is a short name, not the full name. That's why I got confused.
Okay. Yeah, the names on Instagram sometimes are so confusing.
Yeah.
You can't
Okay.
remember.
So now, Jobassa, we come to the crowdfunding part. Please,
Yeah. Okay.
enlighten us, because the area we belong, this concept is relatively new to us. So
Hmm.
it would be great if you can, for our audience, tell us about, first of all, crowdfunding. What is crowdfunding, and then how you are doing it, and then your all your campaign.
Yeah, so crowdfunding, for those guys who heard something about it. So yeah, actually, it's a pretty cool thing because it supports artists to make their projects come true. And yeah, it's actually what the name says. It's not about me, but it's about the crowd. So we artists, we need the crowd to make a project come true, and that's what I'm actually doing right now since 4 weeks, and I have 2 weeks more left till the crowdfunding ends. And yeah, actually, it's a pretty cool concept because, yeah, I was sitting down, I was thinking, what can I offer you guys for the crowdfunding? Because crowdfunding is that you have a special goal that you want to reach. For example, in my case, it's I want to gain 8,500 euros to make my project come true, to make the next album come true, and you can support me if you go on the special website. If you go, for example, on startnext.com. If you go there, if you type in Jobassa, you can find my project and you can see how far I've come so far. And there on the side, you see like different kind of gifts, different rewards that you can choose from. For example, from different CD bundles, you have surprise boxes that I've prepared for you. You can get, I don't know, like the smallest thing is I think an autograph. You can get a video where I explain my producing process, for example. You can book me for a concert. You can book my vocals, and yeah, I can, if you're a producer or a songwriter, I can sing your song how you've imagined it. Yeah, so I think hopefully pretty cool stuff that I prepared for you. And if you guys want to check it out, I think we can share a link, or
I have actually, I was about to interrupt you. I have shared the link on my profile. So people
Mhm.
on Insta can go to my profile and they can, tap on the link to go to your crowdfunding campaign. Also,
Mhm.
on YouTube, I have shared the link in the description of this live video, so people
Oh, that's
watching
so
on
sweet.
YouTube can go there and check out your
Thank you.
campaign.
Yeah, and please let me know what you're thinking about it because yeah, I've shot
Okay,
a video where I explain the
you
concept
have to go a
and
little deeper. You have to
yeah,
take, spoon feed us. So if someone
yeah,
wants to, support you in your campaign,
yeah, yeah,
how can we? Because for us, in India or Pakistan, it it will be difficult even to send, any funds out of the country. So
yeah.
what are the ways you can pay the funds?
Yeah, so you have different options. You can go on the page, and first of all, you can check the gifts that I prepared from you on the side. You can scroll, you can choose something you like, and you can add it to your card, I think, and then you can support me by paying the price for the gift. Or even if you say, no, I don't need any gifts, it's okay. You can support just by, yeah, supporting the amount of money that you like. That's also possible. So you have basically two options. Yeah, and I can say that by supporting my crowdfunding, you're not only supporting me or my music, but you're also supporting my vision of, yeah, of self empowerment, because that's my journey. That's what I've been through. I've been through a label deal, and I left that label, and yeah, and that's my journey. How I discovered that I can also be an independent artist, and that this can be very powerful to be freely creative, And it's, yeah, and it's a message that I want to share with other people, and that's why I'm actually making this crowdfunding. And I can explain to you, because maybe you can ask yourself, okay, why does she need 8,500 euros? What is she
Yeah.
doing with that money? And the plan is to that 4,000 euro go to a mixing mastering engineer. Yeah, you know exactly what the prices are for those kind of jobs. So yeah, it sounds like a lot of money, but for 10 songs, it's pretty normal to pay 4,000 euros. The other half will go to a promotion agency. Means I found like a really good promotion agency in Germany that can promote my album, or the singles that I will release, and the complete album. And it will also cost about 4,000 euros. And they can, yeah, what they do is they can reach more people by playing the songs on the radio or by print media. It's still a very strong tool in Germany. So that's why it's my goal to work together with them.
Okay, so
Oh
so
yeah,
you have two
and we have
questions.
five,
Okay.
yeah, two, and we have the 500 euros. So I'm not gonna go shopping for that. I promise. It's the 500 euro. They go to the platform to start next.
Okay.
Yeah, for the that I'm allowed to do the crowdfunding at all. So it's like walking out the door or flying out of the
Of course,
window.
they have a
Or
setup. They have to, run their expenses also. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, they have people who work there, so that's where the money goes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So two questions we have. First, Urdu Trap Beast is asking, is it not better to be with a record label as they have more reach than independent
Hmm.
artists?
Oh my
So
God. Yeah. Very,
yeah,
very good question.
yeah.
Yeah. So my experience is, for sure you have good labels, and for sure you have good people out there in the music industry. I unfortunately made some, yeah, bad experiences with that. And yeah, but I'm still alive. It still keeps me going. And so my experience was, I was with a label for, I think, 3 or 4 years. We worked together. It was a collab. I had like a complete team of a, I don't know, producer, booking agent, a manager, a stylist, a choreographer. I had 10 dancers, a band, like really everything you could wish for. And there was one day where I was standing on stage, like a very huge stage. I don't know, it was like 50 meters or something. And I had those 10 backing dancers and backing vocalists, and my band was there. And it was a huge concert. But I was singing a song, and I suddenly felt like, okay, this feels wrong. I don't know why, but it really feels wrong singing the song because it's not my voice that is singing here. And that was the moment where I noticed that I was like, because I was surrounded by men from the music industry, of course, and yeah, they were trying to shape a product, you know, something that can sell, and it wasn't me. And I wanted to be this authentic artist standing on stage and sharing my songs with a crowd and not someone else's songs. And that was a problem, and I recognized that. And yeah, and after the tour, I came home, and as soon as I came home, I picked up my phone, and I was hesitating a little, but then I took a deep breath, and then I called the label, and I said like, "Hey guys, it's over. I can't do this anymore." And this was a very hard decision, but I think it was one of the best decisions I've made, because yeah, almost immediately I felt like free, you know. I knew I can experiment again. I can be creative again. I have no one who's telling me what I have to do or what has to sell, or you know, stuff like that. And I was, yeah, a lesson learned for me. And that's why I want to inspire people to do the same, to, you know, to listen to your inner voice and follow it, because I believe that everyone has something like an inner voice that tells you if something is right or wrong. And I think it's very important to listen to that.
And Uddu Trap Beats has a follow-up question.
Yeah.
He's saying you're not going back to labels. You are sure you are here for good.
Um,
I paraphrase his question, but this is what he wanted to say.
mhm. Yeah, I would say never, but but for now I'm good. I think if I will find someone who really understands my message, who gets me musically and my vision, you know, and and shares the same yeah, the same mission and vision, then maybe we can talk about it. Yeah, but for now I think I'm good. I found a good promotion agency. I have good musicians that I found here close to Cologne, and yeah, actually I'm really happy right now. Never been happier.
Okay, so next question. Actually, this is sort of so Daud is asking if
Yeah,
if I fund your crowdfunding, then you can do a song with him, right? I think this is what he
with
wanted to say.
Bilal.
He's saying no, with Daud
Oh,
singing a
okay, okay.
song as a gift bundle. That's what he
Um,
wrote.
Singing a song with
Like
the gift
in
bundle.
your he was asking, in the
Yeah,
gift bundle, do you have a collaboration option also?
yeah. I have one. Yeah, I have one where I
Okay,
sing
yeah,
only lead vocals, or where I sing lead vocals and backing vocals.
lead
Oh my
vocals
God,
and
I would
backing
love to
vocals.
do that. Yeah, I would love to
And
do
Daud
that.
Daud Daud is a great composer and very sweet
Yeah.
voice. If you guys collab,
Okay.
that will be really great.
Okay. Okay. I want to hear your music. Maybe you can send me later the link or something.
Okay, Daud Saab, you can send her your music. Okay,
Would love
so
to.
coming back to, so we have on Insta, we have Vishal who's saying hi, and
Yeah. Oh, I
also
see it.
Cestrus, maybe I hope I'm pronouncing his or her name right, and
Yeah.
he or she said we love you, Jobassa,
Oh.
and you are the
Oh.
best, and we share the same vision.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my God.
Okay,
Thank you.
so all love from everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Love for you, Bilal.
Okay, do you guys have any more question, or do I Okay, so is your crowdfunding campaign, is it time bound? Do you have a specific time that you have to raise money in, or what? How it goes?
Actually, yes. So, yeah, the idea is to finish it in 2 weeks, and that I can finally start with the music, so that I can like I planned that I can release it on time. That would be pretty amazing. Yeah, the question was, what if I don't gain the 8,500? Is it a problem? No, not necessarily, because I don't have how is it called? There's a special name for it if you yeah, take it all or not, but it wouldn't be a problem. So if it's less, it's still gonna be okay. It's just a problem that I, for example, can't pay the PR agency or the mixing engineer if I don't get it. So I'm really hoping, yeah, I'm counting on you guys, on your support. I mean, it would be really lovely to get the message out there with the new album.
Hopefully this, you'll reach your target. No worries there.
Yeah.
And you have already, halfway there.
Almost half. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Great. You are
Yeah.
almost halfway there. Okay, that's great. Okay, next. Okay, and let's come back to music a little. Uh, how do you define your genre of music, or are you changing genres now that you are independent, or you have a same style of, I don't know. And again, for my audience, some of them are into English music, but many of them are
Yeah.
into Indo-Pak music, so you'll
Yeah.
have to explain a little.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm definitely coming from the pop genre. And yeah, I mean, on the way, I tried different genres, like a little bit more rock, a little bit more electronic, and I think I'm still pop. It's like who I am, and I want to keep it that way. That's what I feel most. And the next album gonna be definitely a pop album, but maybe with influences of electronic elements, of course. R&B music, and maybe a pinch of folk. And that's the idea behind the acoustic instruments that I'm going to use. Most probably in a processed way. So maybe I'm not going to keep like the original guitars, but I'm going to cut them and put effects on them. But yeah, I think this and many, many backing vocals will make it a little bit more folkier than the last album, because the last album was called Aquarium, and it was, yeah, it was pretty much a pop electronic one. And this one is going to be, yeah, it's going to be
a
a little
little
different.
a little tinge of folk also.
A little
this
change
time
of
this time it will have a little tinge of folk also, folk music.
folk. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Here
Okay.
and there. I think
and
so.
and
Yeah.
exactly, you should tell people, for my audience, where they can find your music on Spotify, or tell us the other
Yeah, yeah.
platforms.
You can find you can listen to my last album that was released in 2022. You can find it on Spotify. And I'm yeah, not releasing, but I'm letting you hear some of the new songs on Instagram. There you can see my new tracks, or I shouldn't call it tracks because these are not finished songs, but like little song snippets. Yeah, or if you really want to be the first who listens to the music, you can also come to my newsletter. There you be the first. I think Bilal, you're also on the newsletter, I think.
Yes. And I
And
wanted to ask, and this, what is the concept of newsletter? Because again, for people here, this is an alien idea of sending a newsletter.
oh yeah, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's why,
Yeah, I get that.
sometimes I miss it, and then you tell you, when I talk to you, then I get to remember. Okay, then I go and check my email.
Uh-huh.
So you send a lot of things in your newsletter, and if people are interested, they can share the email, and then we can put them on your newsletter. But tell us
Yeah.
a little about your newsletter. What do you
Yeah.
include in that, and how it goes?
Yeah, so the newsletter, so you can subscribe if you go to my homepage, jobassa.com. There is like a window where it's, yeah, very easy to get to the newsletter. And the idea of the newsletter is actually to, yeah, to have like a close community, or like, yeah, close people that are close to me where I can share my first ideas, you know, my behind the scenes stories, stuff that I don't put out there on social media, for example, but people who I really trust, where I know, okay, this is a safe space and I can share it with you and you really want to know it. And sometimes I give away gifts or, yeah, like I said, like new ideas that I don't share with the social media world first. Yeah, so that's the thing about newsletter.
Great. And
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 that we
if,
can
if
and that
someone
we can write
copies your melody, you're
copy.
sending them half cooked ideas, fine. You think that this is not a complete song, but you have made a melody, and
Mhm.
that can be a very good melody, and then you send it to people, and then if you send it to me and I like it, I can say, okay, I make a song out of it before Jobassa does.
Okay, I'm gonna sue you. um, no, I think you know what. Yeah, you're my friend, so it will be okay. I won't be angry. If someone else is gonna do it, I think honestly, in nowadays world, if someone is trying to steal something from you, actually you should be really you should really feel honored because then it
Yeah,
seems that your idea must be very good.
yeah.
And I know people who trying to protect their music to like I don't know go with a lawyer and signing some things to make the music safe. But I mean like come on, it's an open world, and if something is good and needs to be heard, then it will work, you know. And I don't think by stealing something that it will be famous. This is like not the right way. Maybe doing a collab would be better, you know. If I like a song, then I say, hey, I want to help you because I see something, I hear something that has potential, and then we can work together, work it out, and make a song together. I think that's better than stealing. But yeah, we shouldn't be
Daud
afraid of
has
stealing.
Daud has a has one more question.
Yeah, sure.
He's asking what kind of folk music, German folk or European folk? Also, he added, what kind of folk music are you looking to experiment with? So he wants to
Mm,
ask about folk
I
music.
can
Mm.
I can name you a few artists, but it's yeah, I wouldn't yeah call them it's these are not folk music artists, but they have some elements that they also use like because it's not very how do you say it? It's not mainstream music, you know, and that's what I like about it. Sometimes I know artists like yeah I don't know Bilal if you know them, but yeah Sylvan Esso for example. It's a very cool duo, and yeah they're not really doing mainstream, but they do like really cool creative music, and I like that. So Sylvan Esso, Arlo Parks is a very cool artist. Also Janae Aiko from the US. Yeah, she has a very R&B influenced vibe. Yeah, sometimes she is mainstream and sometimes she's not, and I kind of like that. Yeah, and sometimes they really using like acoustic instruments or like yeah special sounds that make it a little bit more folkier, and yeah, that's also pretty cool.
Okay, so just a fun fact: the
Yeah.
difference between if I identify myself, as a singer or a musician, I would
Yeah.
also identify myself as a folk pop musician. But your
Oh,
folk
okay.
and our folk is, like worlds
Different.
apart. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I
world.
think even our pop music is very different, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
for pop music, we take inspiration from Western music, but folk is something that is so generally how songs are structured. Uh,
Hmm.
in the surrounding of Western instrumentation, then they
Yeah,
with their vocals they'll try to do
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
uh, the eth- ethnic touch or folk touch or whatever you call
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So Ghulam Mustafa is saying her room vibe is amazing. Well, we know that already. we,
Which
we
your room vibe?
your room.
My room? Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. We have seen that in our video also.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you so
yeah.
much. Hey, but
Okay.
your room is
How do
also
you?
very
Framus
cool.
is asking, how do you balance the art of expressing your inner thoughts through music while keeping it relatable for others?
Can you repeat that for me once again?
How do you balance the art of expressing your inner thoughts through music while keeping it relatable to others?
Mm-hmm. That's a very good question. I mean, since last summer, I'm collecting song ideas, lyrics, and I wrote a few songs. It's about 40 songs that I collected until now. And to be honest, I wrote a few songs that are very, very personal. And I'm not sure if this is the best way that people can connect, because it's a very personal story, about family relationships, stuff like that. And yeah, and the question is, yeah, who can relate with that, or how can I say it lyric wise, that people gets me? Because yeah, for example, if I say something in the lyrics, it doesn't mean that you necessarily will understand what I mean, because you don't know my personal story that I wanted to tell. You know what I mean? So yeah, sometimes I have to take care of the lyrics to say it in a way that can relate to people more. Definitely, yeah.
But
And I think I'm gonna take care
I
of
think
that.
the question should be like, do you not care about what people would think about your music and just, write whatever you are feeling right now? And then you'll
Yes,
find
yes,
enough people that have similar experiences, and then they can connect to it. Or do you
yeah,
specifically think about other people?
yeah.
So this,
I know what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah. No, no. Yeah. What I know, that yeah, music for everybody is music for no one, right? And
Hmm.
I'm sure you know that saying. And yeah, no, I'm not looking for. Yeah, I'm not checking out what everyone wants to hear. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is, I'm constantly, when I write a song, or when I write lyrics, I'm asking myself, is this true what I'm saying now? Is it a lie, or is it true? Like, I'm not trying to lie, but do I lie to myself? Is this really real what I'm saying right now with the lyrics? And I think this is a really important step for my next album, to really tell the truth to the point, even if it hurts. And I think that's the most honest story that you can tell and share with people. And of course, you get vulnerable by that. I even have a song that is called like that on my last album. It's called Vulnerable, and I'm telling people
one
that
of
it's
my
good to be
one of
vulnerable.
my all-time favorites. I really
Oh,
like that
really?
song. Yeah.
That's Thank you. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's called Vulnerable, and I'm telling people that it's good to be vulnerable, and it's strong to be vulnerable. Yeah, and now I wanted to be brave to be that too in the next album, even more, not just with one song, but with all of the tracks. Yeah.
Great. Dowd is still stuck with that folk theme. So he's asking, when you say folk here, you mean American country folk like Mumford and Sons? I don't know this.
Yeah, I don't know that one. But yeah, I'd say more folk in a way. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna do Bon Iver if it says something. If a Yeah, but yeah, but it's like a pinch of folk, like I'm gonna, because I love backing vocals, so I'm gonna record like lots of backing vocals, and sometimes this will give you the folk feeling, I think. But it has also something very, very real and very nice, and combining this, yeah, I'd say authentic part, combining with a little bit more electronic music, can be a really nice contrast that I like and that I want to implement. I hope I
Okay.
could answer your question.
But actually, people just picked on the folk. Mainly your album will be about pop and EDM and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Great. So let me just go to the next question. Okay, let's talk about the future of music a little. Well,
Yeah, okay.
well, AI is doing everything. So now, why are we doing music now?
Yeah, good question. I remember we had that talk like
Yeah,
a few weeks
exactly.
ago. I
Yeah,
remember it
that's why
was a
I
good
thought that
talk.
I should ask you because
Yeah. So, what about AI and music? So,
yeah, you
definitely
can,
there's coming.
as you said that you have, sometimes you have to make song, and sometimes I don't feel like making a songs.
Mhm.
And now we were already having loops and all, drums and guitar
Mhm.
loops, and everything was already there. Only the melody part was missing. Now
Yeah.
suno.com and udio and platforms like these, they are now helping you in the melody part also, and the song arrangement also,
Mhm.
that you have a very very good idea about. But people who do not have that idea, they can also make a song now. So
Yeah.
now, uh like, do people still need musician? AI can make a full song now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we can go home.
Yeah,
Finish.
yeah,
No. Yeah. 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 Of course, that is a good question. What's the future of music? I mean, I don't know. We see what the future brings. But yeah, the question is AI a bad thing for musicians? I would say no, because I think it can help. Yeah, I mean, it can help to make better music. I mean, I would be very sad if, like, in, I don't know, 10 or 20 years, there's only music on the radio produced by AI. That would be very sad because what human beings, what we're actually doing is taking away jobs that we actually really like, right? I mean, a
yeah.
songwriter is a songwriter because he loves writing music. A producer produces music because he loves doing it, you know. You're mixing mastering because yeah, it's a great job. And it's very sad if there's a machine that will take away that job from you, of course. But I think
Actually, I feel safe.
yeah,
When it comes to mixing mastering, I think this is the worst thing that AI is able to do at this point in time, at least.
yeah.
Even if the songs are being produced a lot by Suno or whatever platform, the sound
Hmm.
is so bad. So what I'm hoping, that people will have a lot of songs and they would not know how to mix or master, and
Yeah,
I'm here
yeah. Waiting, waiting for you.
waiting.
Yeah, no. Um, yeah. Yeah, I think, I mean, in the future, probably, yeah, and I will be singing, will be producing very good songs. I believe that it will happen, definitely. And I can write a great book. Sure, why not? You know, we have ChatGPT, it's amazing. In a few years, or even now, people are writing books with ChatGPT. Is it cool? No, it's not cool, but it's what is happening, and that's a reality. Yeah, but what I think, what AI is missing, or what AI can't destroy, is, I don't know, people coming together, making music, writing songs, you know, stuff like songwriting camps, where people really create together this magic in a room where people come together and make music together. I don't think you can have this with a machine. I don't think it will. Yeah,
I think there is another take on that.
yeah,
AI is reproducing, the
yeah,
music that is already done. It is mixing
exactly.
and matching.
Yeah,
But what about the new emotions that are evolving with every second? So yes,
yeah.
if you want, I think that the commercial or corporate music will go to AI, but
Hmm.
the true music that that take the industry to the next level, that
Yeah.
has to come from people who are passionate about it. So I don't think so that AI is going to take over that role. AI is
Hmm. Hmm.
just crunching numbers based on the past data. It is not coming
Yeah.
up with something that is yet to be explored, at
Yeah.
least for
No,
now.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's exactly what you're saying. I think AI is capable of recreating things. Everything that is out there, you can make something new from all those kind of, yeah, musical happenings out there. Yes, but I don't think that AI is able to create something like very new from scratch. I think for now, at least, we are better at this, luckily.
exactly.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I don't know what the future brings, but I don't think that, for example, I don't believe that live music is going away. I mean, look at the COVID pandemic. Like, we missed concerts, we missed festivals, we missed coming together with people, and it's something so human. And I don't think this will go away.
Talking about the concerts, when are you coming to Pakistan for a concert? I mean,
Oh
I'm
my
really
God! Yeah,
sorry that, I tried it a couple of times, but then, the dates could not align.
all
But
good.
I'm most definitely, hoping that I'll, you know, one day I'll get you on the plane and, come to
Yeah.
Pakistan.
I would love that. Honestly, I just checked today. Yeah, I typed in Pakistan on Google, and these pictures are amazing. You have such a beautiful
Yeah.
country. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Can't compare
The
it to
northern part,
Germany.
northern part is really very beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it looks really
Yeah.
beautiful. So who knows? Maybe someday we're gonna stand on stage together, performing the one song that we
Yeah.
recorded.
And
That would be
that was
crazy.
my, next thing. When is our next song coming?
Yeah, good
When are
question.
you free from this, getting the money and, doing your own music? You should help a person like me also, who is, always short of ideas. If you remember
Of
that,
course.
I from for our song, I wrote my lyrics and made that song in an hour and send you back, if you remember. You were
Yeah,
surprised. You sent me the song. I straight away, after an hour or so, I sent you back, and we're like, you have already done it. Then
yeah,
I
really
wrote the
quick.
lyrics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's the
it was,
vibe,
it was such
man.
an inspiration at, at that time. I was feeling genuine inspiration. So working with you, really motivates me.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I mean, cool. Definitely. Let's do something.
Yeah. Daud Saab is
I
saying
would love that.
AI is the future, but it lives in the past.
AI as the future. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that.
Parag on Insta, he's saying, "Hey, how are you doing?" So I think he's your follower. He is saying hi.
Very good. Good to see you.
Okay, so Framus had some questions. He's asking, is there a song that feels like it's telling your life story
On the next album.
on the next album? Yes. Okay.
Um,
So for Framus, for that, we'll have to wait for the next album.
to answer that question, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think I can answer it in parts right now. I don't think that there is one song that can tell my complete story. That's why I'm making an album, because many people ask me, "Oh, why you're doing an album? Today you're not doing albums anymore. You just do singles." But it was a conscious decision to make a whole album because yeah, I wanted to tell my whole story with the people, and I want to have the whole story for the stage, for the live show. That's why I decided to make yeah, not just one song, but like a whole story, like a compilation of songs. Yeah, but I think in every song I will tell a part of my life story. And if you listen to the whole album, you got to know me better because then I'm telling you the whole story. I think so. That's the plan.
So Framus, you'll have to listen to all the songs to get her story out.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So not a single song. Yeah. And it is so obvious now that I think of it. It's not easy to, describe your whole personality or your life in, 10, 20 lines. Of course, you'll have to write at least a
Oh God.
book. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
There's so
hard.
many
It's
aspects. Yeah.
sometimes you have so many ideas, and then you have like 4 lines, and you have to put all of your ideas into those 4 lines. It's super tough sometimes. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Okay. So we have talked about, I think this is what I wrote that we'll discuss. If you have anything
Amazing. Yeah.
and any message that you want to give to people.
Um, yeah, I mean, what I was talking about, like if you listen
Yeah.
to my journey, what I was going through with the label, and yeah, and I don't know if you listened to my last album, which was called Aquarium. Actually, it was called Aquarium because of this blue room that you can see here, that was painted blue, and to me it felt like an aquarium that I was swimming in. It was at the time of the pandemic, so the time where we all got closed in our houses, and I yeah, closed the door to my studio, and I was here. I was basically working in the studio producing. And of course, yeah, the pandemic had like many negative sides, but for me, it was also, yeah, I tried to turn it into something positive, to close myself off. You know, I have the windows here. It's like an aquarium where I can look outside, but I had to stay here inside. We couldn't meet people, which was horrible. But it was good for creating music, and I had this safe space here, and this was my aquarium. And yeah, and that was my journey to getting on the way of, yeah, to going the path of self-empowerment, to say like, hey, I can do this, you know. I don't need a label, or I don't need anyone to tell me what I have to do. I can figure it out myself. And I don't know, this made me so much happier and so much more creative and freer. And yeah, I'd love to share this with the people. That I want people to ask themselves, is what I'm doing, is it right what I'm doing? You know, do I have the right job? Am I at the right place? What about the relationships I have? Are they good for me, or are they toxic? You know, all those questions. Am I influenced by other people? You know, because yeah, in a world of, yeah, nowadays, in a world of, I don't know, social media, you get influenced by advertisement, even by family, and even by your best friends, you know. And of course they have good ideas, but yeah, the question is it your idea? You know, is it your voice that is talking? And I think that's a
Mm.
really important question to ask yourself.
Okay, before we go, we have one last question from Famous.
Yes.
He's asking, if music did not exist in the world, how would you
Yeah.
express yourself?
Not at all. Good question. I'm not good at drawing, so it wouldn't be
You
art.
you 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 are good. You are good. You know, at dancing.
Oh, maybe it would be movement. Probably. Hey, I think you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe yeah,
it will be performance slash dancing. I think so.
yeah. So before you go, you have to commit one thing, and then you have my permission to go. When are you coming? When are you coming again on our podcast?
Oh my God, I think as soon as possible, as soon as I maybe finish a few songs, then maybe we can play some tracks. That will be really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, that will be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess this is it for today. I'm really
Yeah.
thankful, Jobassa, for
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It was really cool
pleasure is
to
all
do a
my
podcast.
ours. And there is one more person, Khan Chat is here, and then there are a lot of people who joined on Insta. So thank you all for joining, and hopefully Jobassa will come
Yeah.
again, so we can have
Thank
a
you
little
for
more
listening.
in-depth conversation with her. Today it was sort of an introductory session with her. And thank you, Instagram, for maybe we should do that more often, that going live on Insta and YouTube, so that we can find people from anywhere
Yeah.
we want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I should close it